Rolling? Are we live?
Yep.
Today we have something that's going to be pretty fun to try out. This is called Pink Lipstick Chard from True Leaf Market. And I've never grown it before. I've grown different kinds of chards, but not the pink lipstick. I'm guessing the naming is probably just a gimmick. It's probably just some sort of regular chard, but we'll find that out. I am going to be using today some black gold soil. This is a very small bag. I just ran out and I didn't want to drive the half-hour drive it takes me to go to my supplier. And so I went down to the local hardware store and just picked this up. The only other options were like a Miracle Grow. And I know how you guys feel about that. You guys always get bent out of shape if you see Miracle Grow. So we got organic black gold. I'll put a link in the description of where you can find this on Amazon. It's gonna be kind of pricey even there though. If you can find it locally, that's better. But if you choose to buy it on somewhere like Amazon, use my link and I get paid. So I'm just gonna open this up. I'm using two trays here, a tray with holes stacked inside a tray without holes. I would usually use my Frosted Flakes bowl to measure this out, but today we're not going to do that. We're just going to do about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch of soil on the bottom. Spread that all out nice and even. Then I'll water it in fairly heavily. Let's open up our beauties. Now these I am not going to measure, I'm just going to spread them out evenly. I've grown chard enough to know what it should look like. So we'll just spread some seed in here. Chard, just like beets, is a cluster seed. So you'll get more than one sprout off of each seed. So keep that in mind when you're spreading around, that you don't need to put too much in here. Just a little bit more. So this bag is a pound, and we barely even touched this bag to do that one tray. So you could easily get 20 trays off a pound. If I weighed it, I could tell you exactly how many, but I didn't weigh it. Now I'm going to take my soil again and go right on top. This soil is a little bit denser than I would like for this. Something like a cocoa core, like a pure cocoa core for the top coat would be much better. You want something light and fluffy that the seed can really get through, but still have it help with the germination process and with shedding the hull. So I'm just putting that on fairly light. Just going to pack that all down. Set my hose to mist so it doesn't just blow all the soil around. Just make sure that top layer of soil is nice and damp. And you can see that you can see some of the seeds. If my video holder would get closer, she could show you. So you can see that some of the seeds are showing. That's not a big deal, nothing to be worried about. Back up. Now I'm just going to take and cover this with a hole without trays, just upside down as a humidity dome. It'll stay that way for at least 4 or 5 days. And then that dome will come off and I'll put a clear dome on for the majority of the growing. So bear with me and we'll see that in just a minute. All right. What's wrong with the dome?
You said a hole without trays.
Oh, we're done.
Okay.
It's been 5 days since I planted these pink lipstick chards, and you can see that they're doing pretty good. There's not a whole lot of seed holes. You can see the issues I'm having though a little bit with when the soil clumps up. This is why you want to use a really light, fluffy soil, so you don't get some of these areas where it's kind of lifting soil. But I don't think it did too bad. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a clear humidity dome and just cover them up. And they will stay like this for pretty much the duration of the grow. I'll uncover it like a day or two before I harvest them to get them to kind of dry up. But this will keep them nice and moist and prevent having many seed holes. And I find it also just prevents them from drying up top. I find that with beets and chard that even when you're underwatering, if you don't keep the topsoil pretty damp, the roots don't really go deep in. And so you'll get, they'll start dying off on you, even though you've been watering them. And sometimes you might even think you're overwatering them, but I found that usually it's that they're not wet enough. And this humidity dome fixes that issue. Check back soon. This video has been brought to you by True Leaf Market, which is a company I get nearly all my microgreen seeds from for the past 4 years or so. That's pretty much all I've been using. They supplied the seeds for this experimental grow today. Just a test grow to show you guys one of their new products, which is the pink lipstick chard. True Leaf Market has a huge assortment of microgreen seeds, both organic and conventional, that come in various sizes from down to the ounce to multiple pounds, really huge bulk amounts if you like. I have put my affiliate link in the description if you're interested in checking out True Leaf Market and buying through my link, which I earn a small commission at no extra charge to you. All right, let's see what we ended up with here. So this is our pink lipstick chard. You can see that they did get a little bit tangled up, but they actually are pretty nice. They're not quite as bright as I would like, but they're pink. You know, they're not supposed to be dark red or whatever. And I think they look pretty good. I'm gonna cut some of these right now so I can give you a better look of how they came out. All right, I've got some out on my white table to really give you an idea of how they look. I can't tell while recording this if it's going to be too bright and they actually get washed out. So I'm actually going to move my shadow into them and see if they look better. You can see now that they're outside just how pretty they really are. They do have a really nice pinkness to them. Pinkness, is that a word? I don't know. It is now. So you can see that with my method of how I grew these, I didn't have really any seed hull issues at all. There's probably 10 seed hulls on that whole tray. And what I ended up doing is I left that dome on for about 4 days, and then I left it off actually for about another 10 days. So these have actually been growing for a long time, but they did seem to get kind of stagnant. Like they grew and then they just kind of stopped. It's like they didn't really grow much more. It could be that that soil maybe doesn't have enough nutrients in it for these. I'm not quite sure, but I have quite a bit more seed of this left, so I'm going to do some more experiments with it and hopefully show you some different methods, maybe with the actual cocoa core, which I thought would have worked a lot better. I do a cocoa core mix where I mix some soil, a high nutrient soil in with cocoa core and see how that goes. Maybe try some hydroponic methods, but I haven't had a lot of luck with hydroponic chards in the past or beets. But hey, I'm always down to try out different things on different products.
So there they are. Pink lipstick chard. Thanks for watching.